This is our Windswept Juniper Nana, and we're going to continue with some weed plucking here. I'm sure everyone's weeds look different everywhere, but these little things are vicious for around here at taking over. That's a pretty good size root system there. And since we need to fertilize, this is a type of lichen, and they're not too overwhelming for plants. Good to have in there. They can also let you know, the moss as well as the lichen, that your plant is ready to be watered, because they'll start drying up first. That looks pretty good for weeds. We're just going to do a scraping off of the top layer and the old fertilizer. So now that I'm scraping this down, I can see that I have a little root structure that might be fun to accentuate. We're going to have to take all of this moss, but I would like to reuse it. So I'm going to set it off to the side, and I'll check and make sure there's no weeds in it. And we took this section right here and we pulled it up to give it a little bit higher look. So now we're going to work a little bit on those roots down there. We are back to our root system here on the Juniper Nana. We're going to do a little bit of work here cleaning that up. It is dry now, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. So I had to use a larger wire with the base in order to get this supported enough to bend this upwards. So that's why we have this going into the ground right here now. Please don't judge me for my poor wiring. My hands are not what they used to be. So now we have a nice little hollow spot right here that we can accentuate as time goes on, even more so now that we've discovered it. That looks pretty good. I think now that we're prepared, we'll start adding our moss and then be able to put our top layer of soil on. Actually, top layer of rock on. We're all set now to go ahead and add a little fertilizer and then add our little bits of rock and moss just to make it look very beautiful. There we go. And now let's see. There we are. Now we will add a little bit of our top rock. Work that all in so that it doesn't cover up our mosses and flattening out. And there we are. I'm one of those bonsais who will put every rock pretty much in place, so I'll probably be at this for a bit longer. But that's what our last little bit of landscape pretty much is going to look like. Very nice. Our finished product here, the Juniper Nana. And I did use a 14-14-14 fertilizer when I fertilized earlier. I'll do a little close up here of our lovely landscaping. And thank you so much for visiting with me while I did this.